Hello and welcome back to Passpartout, the Starving Artist. So, we are returning to Act 3. I'm not going to lie, it's been a while since I last played this. I recorded the first 2 acts in a single day, and I've been releasing those over the last few weeks. Now we're returning, and I have to try and remember where we are. So let's continue and get stuck in and see what we are up to. I know we finished off with having the critic come and view us. Sorry, put my teeth back in. I know we ended with having the critic come to view us at the end of Act 2. So let's see where we are with Act 3. Love the cardboard cutout aesthetic for this. Act 3, Wolf of Paint Street. I currently have a giant cup of coffee in front of me. So, P Design. So, we have gone from working in a garage for ourselves to working in a little studio apartment for ourselves. And now it seems that we are working for a company, maybe doing some advertising. How does our cash look? €9,242. Our expenditure, 1,000. Okay, so we need to start making some money. We've got 3 slots up here, horizontal and vertical, so landscape and portrait. And we have this over here. Do we have any new tools? We have our paintbrush, we have our spray can, and we have the ink pen. We can still change our sizes. We don't have anything extra on colours. We can change the orientation of our canvas. And that is pretty much where we are. So we're pretty much getting stuck straight back in where we left off. Now, I'm in a bit of a nature mood today. I feel like doing some animal paintings, maybe. So let's see, what can we start with? Maybe something like a peacock. But maybe just a peacock head. So I'm going to start putting in a background. And go maybe yellowy orange for this. And we'll fill it all in the background. Yeah, there we go. I'm going to get the spray brush. I'm going to do a bit lighter in the middle. Give a little bit of a vignette. There we are. Right, so how are we going to tackle this? Oh, right, I'm going to start off quite small and I'm going to sketch. I think I'm going to sketch in, maybe I'll sketch in green. I think a lot of this is going to be green. So kind of get a head shape and kind of beaky here. I love wildlife art. Honestly, it's one of my favourite things to do in just my spare time, really. It's an area that I really enjoy. So, can I have some plumage around here? I think this neck's going to disappear. I think I'm going to paint over a lot of this sketch anyway. And they kind of have a plume on top of their heads as well. Kind of like this. I know we did a seahorse on one of the videos, didn't we? I enjoyed that. Yes, Bill's inbound. Thank you. Okay, so I think this is a good basis to work from. Let's come down here, blending into this. Right, let's start getting some colours and some shading in. So I think I'm going to start with more of the dark tones. So I think on the back of the head, I'm going to block this in. I think. Has the music changed as well? I feel like the music has changed. This is a little bit more jolly and jaunty. So we found out last time, at least I think anyway, that they quite like things that are fairly graphic, that use a limited palette. So I'm going to keep that in mind with this as well. Let's go smaller. There we go. I think this works. Got a little bit here as well, I think. Okay, I think maybe we'll extend this shadow a little bit. I haven't really decided where my light source is coming from, but that's fine. That's fine. So yes, I think we'll go with this green now and just block in a little bit more of this. Define that beak a little bit more. Yeah, I think a lot of this is going to be this. I don't really want to get much detail in just yet. I just want to block out these shapes. This is kind of how I would paint in real life actually, except I would probably have an under sketch at some point as well, which is really hard to do on this. It would be great if there were an option for layers, but there just isn't, unfortunately. Let's go really small. I think I'm going to start putting in indication of maybe a few feathers, a little bit of feathery texture. And the same round here as well. I feel like these are going to be much bigger. So how have you all been? Are you enjoying the series so far? I must say, I really am. I'm loving it. I'm loving just chilling out with a game and being creative with it. It's a lot of fun. Kind of gets the creative juices flowing as well. Last time I came away and I was like, you know what, some of those paintings I really disliked, but I wanted to go ahead and try and make them better than they were in the video, which is another way of inspiration working, I suppose. Here we go. I think we need to blend this a little bit more. Maybe we'll bring that small as it can be. There we are. Okay, I feel like we're starting to get there. I'm going to have to add some yellows and some white and black in this as well. Speaking of white, let's define this beak a little bit. So it can go like this, and then an eye section. So very interesting shapes. There we go. Lovely. And in here I want to add, I think, some grey, maybe to define more of the eye area. And maybe some of the beak as well. Little nosy nostril in there. There we go. That's looking better, I think. We'll get a little bit of dark green under here. Now I feel we need some yellow, so some of this darker yellow, I think. Okay, and now maybe an eye. Oh, this is going to be more difficult, I think, because I can't get it as fine. So I would like, oh, that's not too bad. Let's try some of these plumes at the top here. Okay. Yes, Beal's inbound, I'm aware, thank you. I'm gonna add a little bit of detail around here, maybe around here as well. And maybe do a bit of blending. Definitely some down here, so maybe a little bit bigger. And then go back to the green and the dark green. Okay, not too bad. I want to add a little bit of spray highlight just down the front, I think. And maybe some black around here, doing a bit of shading. It was the wrong colour. Fine, we'll cover it up. And we go back on the green and just bring this back a little bit. There we are. Okay, not too shabby. I think we'll call this one done because I don't really have more colours to. Maybe I could. You know what? Let's live dangerously. I'm gonna bit of a brighter green. There we are. Down here, and then we're gonna make it smaller and do a little bit on the front of the head as well. And a little bit of black in here. Maybe a very small amount of green just around the edge. Okay, I need to stop fiddling. I'm going to call this one done. Where's there it is. Done. We can go there. We'll call this Peacock. And then let's see what people think of this. Any opinions? Don. The colours, to me, are the worst. Thank you, Don. Thank you very much. Let's try. Oh, let's try something else. Have you got an opinion on the painting? What do you think? Bad colours. Doesn't like the colours. So is it too many colours? Just don't know. Maybe there needs to be more contrast. Let's go with something contrasty then. Maybe if I go for a dark red background, like this, maybe we'll go a little bit of brown around the edges. Oh, Mum, 5,000 from Frank. Thank you very much. You can have the peacock for your mum. Very nice indeed. Thank you. Okay. That is great. That's a good start. I'm liking that. Right, what was I doing? Yes, more animals, I think. I want to see how animals go down, and then maybe we might do some landscapes and some other things as well. Right, I'm thinking I'm going to try a different stance this time. I think I'm going to block out in black, so kind of do silhouette work, and then work off of the silhouette to try and add some more details. Right, so maybe up here. Yeah, I think this will work. And this doesn't look like much right now, but this is actually a legitimate technique of creating paintings to block out shadows first, and then come in and see. Maybe this will give it away a little bit. It need a little bit more curl. I think it might do. Okay, some people might have guessed this from its silhouette, others maybe not, but hopefully as we add some details it might become clearer. I really want to refine this first and get it how I want it. Yeah, need to get smaller, thank you. Okay, I think this might work. So I'm gonna go. Do I go browns or do I go greens? I think I might go greens. And we're gonna regret this potentially. Right, okay. Again, with this one, I'm gonna start blocking in some shadow shapes. So I'm gonna come under here. Again, I don't know whether this really is going to work, but I'm going to try anyway. I feel like as well with the rent being paid off the back of that one painting, I feel a little bit more confident in just being able to take my time a little bit more. Oh, is that Benjamin? Hello, Benjamin. Any ideas yet? Any guesses what we have? I'm going to start adding some mid-tones now, I think. One thing about Passpartout is because of that kind of MS Paint technology, I guess, really, that it's using, you are kind of forced into a style, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but can be frustrating, as you have seen from me. There is a frustration that comes with this game as well. Let's get some of this tail in. Saying tail giving too much away? Hopefully not. Hopefully you can start to see that, yes, I am painting a chameleon. And actually by doing it this way, I think I can leave some of the bits black and it won't really make too much difference as a kind of shadow. So hopefully the contrast of these colours will be more to their liking. Hopefully they'll be a little happier with what I'm doing. I'm going to have some of this giant coffee that I have. It's an absolutely enormous vanilla coffee. It's about a pint, I think, which should see me through for, you know, an hour, maybe. We'll see. I need to start thinking about the eye. So I think, again, I'm going to come in with the darkest here. And then think about mid-tones. So their eyes are kind of conical, even though they're rounded. So they kind of have an odd shape. I'm going to come in. There we go. And then do a little eye in the middle. Sure, that works. And they kind of got mouths that come. Oh, I'm not sure I like that. Let's try and cover that up, shall we? They do have mouths that go like that, but not quite that low. There we are, that's better. And again, I'm going to come in and just make it a little bit thinner. There we go. Now I can start refining some of these shadow shapes a little bit more. And start thinking about legs in a minute as well. Maybe the branch he's on. Let's tackle that branch, shall we? Most of it's going to be in shadow, I think. But we do need him to be holding on to something. Make that smaller, get a few twiggly bits in, and then we'll go for the darker brown as well. And pretty much like we have with the rest of the chameleon. Thinking about the shapes that's in there, and how can we build texture and light and shade. Okay, right, now let's think about, oh actually I need to do some more on this tail, I think. I'm going to get a nice curl. So chameleons have got very strange legs. So the back leg comes quite far back and then comes down, and then they have these very cute little hands like this. So that, if I add in this up here, it really is going to be coming like this and then down like that. And then it's kind of the same on the top. They don't really go the way you would expect. So they kind of come like this and then down this way, and then again these like mitteny paws like that. And I can do some of the highlights on this and over here like that. And now we've got kind of the back legs in shadow at the back. I could add a little bit of green up here and down here, but it's not. Is that a ghost? Sorry, immediately distracted. A ghost just entered my workspace. What was that? What's going on? Have I missed something? Who are you? Why can't I click on these people and find out who they are? Oh well, okay, right. Hopefully I'll put up a painting and he might enjoy that. Sorry, that really caught me off guard. Oh, I love it. This game is so stupid, but it's brilliant. Alright, here we go. Gonna start doing a little bit of blending and just adding a little bit of texture as well. There we are. I think it's more important on this, the brightest bit, because it is such a contrast to the green underneath. And then we'll have to add a little bit of highlights onto the legs as well, maybe around the mouth. And then I think we're nearly done with this one. So we've got the green here, brush, smallest one. We'll just do kind of his knee, I guess, a little bit here. Like that, and maybe the same. Just like that. Tiny bit of blending, maybe. This is nice and relaxed. I kind of want to add like little spines. Oh, there we go. On his back. I might add some on his crest just there as well, and maybe push this shadow back a little more. And define the eye a little bit. And then a little bit of this just. Okay, nice and simple. I think that is done. Right, a stylized chameleon. Let's see how this one goes down. Is that how you spell it? Chameleon? I think so. Wow, right. I'm tempted just to come and stand over here for a minute and see if anyone comes in and places a bid on it, or just what feedback they have. Hate the colours, really hate them. Does he just not like green? Has he got a thing against the colour green? That might be it, you know. What do we think? Other people seem to enjoy it. bills inbound. How are we doing for cash? 11,000. I think we're okay. I think we can. Really bad colours, so again, really doesn't like the colours. That's fine. That's fine. That's not a problem. Okay, let's try something else then. We can go for a blue background this time. That's a big. Here we are. And again, we'll do that vignette, but I think we're going to reverse the vignette this time, and we'll do light, overly detailed. I mean, it's not that detailed. We're going to do this, and then go for the darker, more desaturated on the bottom. Maybe this one. Yep, and then put that there. Oh, let's go back. And we're going to leave it there. If you'd like to see how this painting turns out and our progress through Act 3, then join me next week as we continue our playthrough as Passpartout. As always, I really hope you've enjoyed today's video, and until next time, goodbye.